Oh, I thought the camera went out again, y'all. I was about to be real mad. Excuse me. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Now, listen. We're not going to tarry long because we got a full docket. Somebody said they're going to be sad when school starts. Yeah, because y'all going to get sick of me today. I probably have about 4 more videos I'm trying to do today. And I like doing them live because I like the engagement with you guys. This is a correction video. So that's why I wanted to start with this. This is a correction video. Y'all know I don't ever have any problem coming down here and telling y'all when I got something wrong. I'm just not that person. And I never have a problem with people telling me I'm wrong respectfully, right? I don't like when you come in my comments and you want to, cuss me out and all of that. But if you come in my comments and you say, hey, Really B, that's not right because ... I don't have no problems with that. So I did my Jay-Z video yesterday and I gave you guys some information that was not accurate. And one of my subscribers, I don't know if she's a subscriber or not. I hope she's a subscriber. I'm going to just give her a shout out. Hold on. Because I want to give her a shout out. Shout out to Hazel Lady 5068. Shout out to you because I appreciate how you approached it. And I appreciate that you gave me the information. She told me that my information was inaccurate. And I said, well, can you help me find it? Because I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. And she absolutely gave me what I needed to find the information that I need. Now, I need to give a shout out to Tracy because Tracy had actually given me part of this information and I read it wrong. I'm human and I am fallible. So I read it wrong. Okay. So let's get into it. And I'm going to give you guys the correction and then it's going to be what it's going to be. We know that Raymir Satterwhite has been trying to get Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, to take a paternity test. He says that Sean Carter is his father, that allegedly his mom had a relationship with Sean Carter back when she was underage. Sean, I believe they lived in Virginia and Sean was down there for whatever reason. He was down there. There are pictures of them together, but that doesn't mean anything. But he had already, he had always been told that that's his father, right? Sean has not given this young man any attention, okay? And I'm not saying he should or he shouldn't. I'm just giving you guys what I have, right? So this is a case that has been going on for years. Raymir is actually representing himself, so he is pro se. So what I told you guys the other day was that there was a federal case filed back in May and that a judge had not been assigned to the case and that I didn't have any information on a July the 18th court date. Both of those things are not correct. And I did know that a judge had been assigned. That's on me. Because the information that Tracy sent me, it had the judge's name. It had the judge's name. Why does he have a different last name? You mean why does Raymir have a different last name from Sean Carter? Okay. Because his mother didn't put his name on the birth certificate. That's the easy answer to that. His mother was underage, and I don't remember all of the details, y'all. I covered this case years ago. The original lawsuit I went over years ago. I believe that the person that the mother said was the father was somebody she had been dating in the neighborhood or something along those lines. Hey, Cruiser, what's up, girl? But Gifty, I would have to go back and read the original lawsuit. He's named after his mother's family. Yeah, I would have to go back and read the original lawsuit. But what I know is that's why he doesn't have Carter as a last name, because that's not, okay. But again, like I said, I'll have to go back and read the original lawsuit, which I do have the original lawsuit, but I did that video years ago. So let me show you guys. Tracy sent me, I'm going to show you what I had. Tracy sent me paperwork as it relates to the case the case that was filed the federal case that was filed. Hold on, let me pull it up. And it does have the judge's name on there. So like I said, that's on me, y'all. That's on me. Tracy sent me the information. I did not appropriately read the information correctly. So that's on me. Let me show it to you guys. Okay. So this is, let me share my screen. Yeah, I mean, right. He wasn't Jay-Z at the time either. He wasn't Jay-Z. He was still Sean Carter, and he was in Virginia doing some things he need to be doing down in Virginia. If I remember correctly, he was in Virginia doing some things he need to be doing. Okay. All right. Hold on. Is this it right here? Okay, here we go. So this is and I'm gonna show you guys the docket. The docket is where people are getting the information from. So this is what Tracy sent me, and as you guys can see, there is a judge's name on here. So that's on me. I totally went, y'all. My eyes went totally past this. Okay, so when I say that a judge had not been assigned, that is not correct. Judge Percy Anderson is the judge, and this document right here is the latest document as it relates to that case that was filed back in May, I believe. So this was updated on, this is a document that was filed on June the 26th of 2025. And I read through this, and when I read through this, you guys, if I'm being honest, this information there was nothing juicy in this that I thought that y'all would be like, oh yeah. There was nothing juicy in this. Okay, there was nothing juicy in this. So he is representing himself pro se. So honestly, a lot of what's in here is really about the legal arguments and what he's actually asking for. And it's really not a whole lot different from what he originally is asking for. However, because he's pro se, I believe this is the updated document where he fixed some things that he was told to fix. Okay. Why aren't there pictures of his mom and Jay-Z out? There are pictures. I literally just told Gifty, I've never seen your name before. And I feel like you're in here to try to argue with me. I'm just giving y'all the information. There are literally pictures of Ray Mears' mom with Jay-Z. I just told y'all their pictures. I just told y'all their pictures. And it's okay if you don't believe him. That's fine. But there are pictures. They do exist. I would have to Google it and find it, but he literally put them in his lawsuit. The pictures are in his lawsuit. So anyway, so what happened was, so that's what this is, right? And that's what Tracy sent me. And like I said, there is a judge's name on here. But what the subscriber sent me yesterday was the docket. And the docket is public information. I didn't see it because you needed to have certain information. I didn't see it. So let me share with you guys the docket. And we're going to go over the actual docket so that you can see everything that is out there. And the docket is public information. Again, I didn't find it, y'all, and that's on me. So shout out to the subscriber again who sent me the information so I could find the docket. And the case number on the docket is the same case number on the information that Tracy sent me. So if you guys look here, you will see that this is dockets and filings. And what I Googled was, I Googled Raymir Satterwhite versus Sean Carter. And I believe it was Southern District of California or something like that. And this is the actual docket. As you can see right here, it says Raymir Satterwhite versus Sean Corey Carter. So this is the lawsuit. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see what I see. Give me a second. Well, let me see if I can make it bigger. Wait a minute. Is it letting me make it bigger? Okay, that's a little bit bigger. So let me go through the docket. Let's go through the docket, okay? If we go to, let's go back to the beginning. This was actually filed. You see, it says filing 1, filing 2, filing 3, filing 4, filing 5, filing 6, filing 7. You see how it goes up. So filing 1, he filed the original complaint. It was filed against Sean Corey Carter to Judge Percy Anderson and was referred to a magistrate, Judge Pedro Castillo. Okay. Then, and it has all of his attachments. Then it says filing number 2 was a summons issued for the complaint, and it was referred to as defendant Sean Carter. Filing 3, clarification and certification and notice of interested parties filed by plaintiff. Filing 4, application for pro se litigant, meaning he is representing himself. Pro se litigant to electronically file documents in a specific case. Filing 5, notice of assignment to District Percy Anderson. So that is where I was incorrect. And again, y'all know I don't have no problem coming down here telling y'all when I screwed up. I screwed it up, okay? There is a judge, and his name is Percy Anderson. Filing 6, a notice of clerical error. So here is, it says, due to clerical error, the case has been reassigned from Judge Percy Anderson to Magistrate Judge Pedro Castillo to Judge Fernando Anele Roca and Magistrate Judge Stephanie Christine for further proceedings. The case will now reflect the initials of the transferee judge. So, baby, this thing done moved around. Filing 7, proof of service executed by plaintiff upon defendant. It was served on May the 23rd of 2025, and the answer is due by June the 13th of 2025. It says service of summons and complaint were executed, delivered at the mailbox, and it gives where it was mailed to. See attached from the USPS tracking number, and it has the tracking number in compliance with federal rules of civil procedure. So whatever the law is in the state of California, Raymir is saying he followed the law and that Jay-Z has been properly served based on California law. Filing 8, declaration of attempted service. So filed by plaintiff, and it has proof of service upon defendant Sean Carter was served on May the 24th of 2025. And it says the answer is due by June the 16th by certified mail in compliance with the federal rules of civil procedure. And it says that Sean Carter refused the package on May the 27th, and it has the tracking number where he refused service. Filing number 9, service to filler of deficiencies. It is filed declaration of non-service following, and it says the following errors were made. So there were some errors made, and the court is telling Raymir, you made these errors and you need to fix them. Says that it must be in a pleading format in order to amend or correct the document. And it orders the document be stricken. Other action as the court deems appropriate. You need not take any action in response to this notice until the court directs you to. So they're just saying, listen, don't do anything yet, but you did this wrong. On filing 12, clarify United States Postal Service for Raymir Satterwhite by Janet Brown, who provides paralegal services. So they've assigned him a paralegal to help him with his case. A lot of times in pro se cases, the court will give you a paralegal to help you because they know that, you didn't go to law school. You ain't going to get everything right. So he has been assigned a paralegal. Filing 10, ex parte application to extend time to file the answer to July the 18th. That is where people are getting that July the 18th date from. It says that they have been the answer has to be filed by July the 18th. Filed by defendant Sean Carter. Declaration of Carla M. Wertschafer. Defendant's ex parte application. Proposed order added to party Sean Carter. Filing 11, it says initial standing order upon filing of the complaint to the Judge Fernando Chow. Again, filing 13, notice to filer of deficiency. So again, they are telling him you did something wrong. Filing 14, here is what people are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Order granting defendant Sean Carter's ex parte application for additional time to respond to the complaint by July the 18th. So by July the 18th, Jay-Z has to, or his attorneys, have to respond to this order, to this complaint. And that was on June the 20th. Notice of related cases filed by Sean Carter. And that is the document that I have where they're talking about all these other cases. And I was like, what are all these other cases they're talking about? June the 23rd, it says order by Judge Fernando granting the application. So they're saying they're going to accept this application through the e-filing. And it says any documents being submitted under seal must be manually filed with the clerk. Okay. Filing 17th, order transfer pursuant to the court's general order in the matter of assignment of cases and duties. And there it is. It's, again, Chris, they're talking about the different judges, and it's signed by Judge Sherilyn Peace. Filing 18 was on June the 26th. Opposition to defendant's notice of related cases, June the 27th. Notice of filer's deficiencies. Again, they're saying, sir, you did something wrong. You need to go back and you need to fix these. Well, it says don't fix them until we tell you to, but this is what's wrong. And then on June the 30th, standing order upon filing of the complaint by Judge Sherilyn Peace Garrett. So that is where people are getting that July the 18th date. And that is the docket. Again, this is public information. You can go back. You can put in the case number, the Court of California, and you can find that same information. I do have, like I said, I do have the case, but again, it didn't have none of the juicy stuff that I know y'all like. That's why I didn't read y'all the case. But ultimately, this young man is saying that Jay-Z is his daddy, and he wants paternity to be established. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, it's just about money. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, if Jay-Z is his daddy and Jay-Z is a billionaire and his mom, I believe his mom died when he was young and he never got any support, why is he wrong? Is he wrong for saying, listen, you're a billionaire, you were my daddy, and yeah, I want that. I mean, is he wrong? I can't tell him he right or he wrong. But people are saying, well, all he wants is money. Okay. Is he wrong? I mean, but a lot of people I keep saying a lot of people. I have read that people are speculating that part of the reason why Jay-Z doesn't want to acknowledge this young man is because at the time his mother was 16 and he was over age. He was, he was grown. But I honestly think at this point in the game, I don't even think people would care about that. I really don't think. I mean, this man is 50 years old at this point. I don't think anybody would really make a big issue out of Jay-Z messing with a 16-year-old when he was in his 20s. Like, I don't really think that would be an issue in today's age. I don't know if Jay-Z is that child's father or not. I have no idea. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. But that is the claim, you guys. That is the claim. And so I just wanted to, again, I wanted to update you guys, and I wanted to show you where the information was coming from. And I wanted to show you, tell you what I said that was right and what I said that was wrong. Now, the one thing I do stand by, and until somebody tells me I'm reading it or I'm interpreting it differently, people were saying that order meant that Jay-Z had to take the paternity test by July the 18th. That is not accurate. Jay-Z has until July the 18th to respond to the lawsuit. So that part, I'm still standing by that. That's not correct. I'm still standing by the fact that nobody is saying that he has to take a paternity test by July the 18th. We're far from that. We're far from that. I wonder if he's trying to track down any of Jay-Z's blood relatives to see he's related to them. That would be interesting. I don't know, Ray. Hey, Ray. Hey, boo. I'm not sure. Not Jay-Z is a botch arse ninja. You know what? Kim said if he doesn't, if he ends up being the father and he doesn't set up a relationship, I don't think he will. And I don't know Jay-Z to say one way or the other, but I don't think he would. I think he would probably give him some money and go on about his business. I don't think he would put any effort into building a relationship. But I could be wrong because I don't know Jay-Z. But that's just what I think. So listen, y'all, I just wanted to give y'all that quick update. I'm coming right back. Like, we got a full docket today. I am coming right back because Gary Coleman's ex, well, it was his wife when he died. Remember when we went over the documentary, we talked about Gary Coleman, the documentary on Gary Coleman, and how it was speculation that Gary Coleman's wife did something to him? Well, baby, she took a lie detector test because she wanted to prove her innocence. We're going to talk about this lie detector test. We're going to come right back. We're coming right back. Okay? All right, y'all. Give me about 15 minutes to set it up. We'll be right back.